We've had quite an amazing day today, what you always find, and it always seems to happen, and I'm not quite sure why, but when we're sailing out of Southampton and we go...
Wow, an absolute packed house, and are you all enjoying yourselves so far, first of all? Yeah? Good, well I'm glad you are. Do you want to know what my day's been like? Well, I'm going to tell you about it anyway. A fairly young blonde lady up there actually, and she was talking very fast, so I couldn't quite understand what she meant, but when she pointed to the swimming pool, I knew there was something wrong, as some of you may have noticed it had a slight tinge of green in it. In fact, it was looking... but I do assure you, when they got on board, they certainly made up for that. In fact, the food and beverage director was crying. And that is the reason, when you go down to the restaurants this evening, you will find that only 1 in 4 of you will be getting a meal. Okay, but no, we fed and watered them. They were in fairly good spirits. Well, when I say they were in fairly good spirits, they were obviously quite traumatised, but they were, shall I say, in reasonable health. They certainly could have been a lot worse. Most of them very young. There were a couple of 30-year-olds, but most of them, I would say, were in their early 20s. And on a more serious note, because I know a lot of you have been asking our front desk as well what's going to happen to them when they go back to Algeria. Obviously I am not a diplomat nor a politician, I'm just a simple sailor. But what I can tell you is that Algeria is one of the more stable countries out here, much like Morocco, which a lot of us Brits go on holiday to. As I say, they were quite shaken up, these people. They were very, very grateful to us. None of them was asking for asylum, they were simply asking for help, and certainly when we informed them that their Coast Guard was coming to get them, they had no problem with that, and basically thanked us very much for all the help, and ate all our food. So, in my opinion, obviously the company knows about it, and they will be liaising with the shore authorities, but I think they're going to get a ride home. They'll obviously get told off, and I think then they'll be sent back to their homes, but obviously the company, Princess, will be keeping an eye on that. I must tell you that I am hoping that we they don't repeat this, especially on their way back, because otherwise, of course, they'll all be gold members. Well, ladies and gents, enough about that. This event, of course, is all about you, and this is a small token of our appreciation to thank you for your return back to Princess. And I can tell you that the numbers of the Captain Circle are just growing exponentially. It really is growing very, very fast. Just to give you some idea of that, currently on board Gold members, we have 1,122 of you on board. So that really does give you some idea, which equates to 43% of the entire passenger complement on board. So that really does give you an idea. And this, of course, is an event which is just to thank you for coming back to Princess. Obviously, we're going to keep up the good work, and hopefully the rest of the cruise is not going to be so exciting. And we will be loading some fresh stores, I promise you, in Valletta. Now, meantime, ladies and gents, I know we've got some prizes that we'd like to give out, so I'm going to hand you back to Billy for the formality. We're going to do a couple of draws. So, once again, thank you very much, ladies and gents. I hope you're going to have that fantastic cruise with us. We really are working on that, and it is safe to go back in the Calypso pool now, okay? Thank you very much. Billy, you want to do that?
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Roger. To say, and I mean this sincerely, You've been in the entertainment business for over 41 years. I think that you could stop being the master any time you wanted to and start on the corporate after dinner speaker circuit and make an absolute fortune. Absolutely. Okay, we're going to draw 2 tickets out first of all. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for 2 of you lucky passengers in the room that are just about to receive a bottle of champagne. Give me an ooh. Ah. So we have Captain Roger Milton. You've won a bottle of champagne.
On both. No, there we go. Mr. and Mrs. Ferren, Plaza 218.
Can you give us a wave?